Hello everybody, this is ASMulation here and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Alexandria and I like to play simulation games and basically just any other video games, mainly focusing on The Sims 4 for now and Planet Zoo, although I plan on expanding that in the future. And of course, I don't even think any people who actually subscribe/follow my videos know my real name. So yes, it's Alexandria, welcome. Today is a very exciting day in the Planet Zoo community. We have gotten the most anticipated pack that everyone's been asking for and everyone guessed was coming. The Australian DLC pack, and oh my goodness, this is our new world, I believe. I've never played in the desert world, but this one was in Australia on the map, so I'm assuming this is the Australian world. I don't know what Australia looks like. I live in the United States, and I've never been outside the country, so let me know, but I believe this is the new world because it's Oceania and desert. If it's not, I do apologize. But yeah, this is not going to be an ASMulation Acres video, so I do apologize for those folks who are enjoying that Let's Play. I've actually gotten quite a lot of, I guess, views on that series, and people are really enjoying that, so that's definitely a series that I'm going to continue on the channel. But today we are taking a look at our beautiful Australian DLC. This is going out tomorrow, one day after it has released, just because I work a 9-to-5 job and it's not great. I can't record ever on weekdays, so I literally got out of work early just to record this. But anyway, guys, a little bit about the Australian pack. We have 5 new animals, and a lot of the art and different things you can place were created by an Aboriginal/Indigenous artist. I'm not exactly sure. They used Indigenous in that, but then they also talked about Aboriginal art, so I'm going to use Aboriginal/Indigenous because I don't want to misidentify that person. And their artwork and their culture that they go by. So we are going to have a lot of cultural native influences from Australia, which I think is beautiful. So I'm going to put a couple links in the description. I'm going to put the forum link in the description for those who didn't see the forum by Planet Zoo developers. I'm also going to put the museum that she went to. The website's currently down, but you can donate or sign up for the newsletter, as well as a couple other museum links / donation links for the Aboriginal, Native, Indigenous population of Australia. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, it is time to dive into the animals. Let's start with animals. I was gonna do other people or other things, but we'll start with animals just to get that out of the way. So I'm going to go through the Zoopedia now, and then later I'm actually going to place them in a zoo, or not, like just place them in the exhibit so that we can see them. So let's go over the Zoopedia. This is going to be a long video, so you can skip around. Right now we're going to be doing animals for the next couple minutes, so if you want to skip forward to see the objects, or you want to skip to the end of the video to see the animals in the enclosures themselves, you totally can do that as well. Alrighty, so our first animal that I see here is the dingo. They're opportunistic predators but also scavengers, resulting in varied diet of mammals, birds, reptiles, carrion, fruit, and vegetables. I'm also pretty sure that dingoes attack livestock, which I think I see in here, yeah. So they are considered pests, and they are vulnerable, they're unknown population, so they want to live in a group up to 12, and they can vary between males and females. There's an alpha male, alpha female, monogamous. They're confident with humans. They do not want guests in the habitat, and they live to 18 years, which is pretty interesting, and they can have babies until they die. Some fun facts: interbreeding with domestic dogs has resulted in unusual colors of dingoes, such as black and white. They were introduced into Australia by seafarers in 4,000 years ago. It is hypothesized that they originated from the dog like the New Guinea singing dog. The dingo fence in southeast Australia is 3.37 miles long and built to protect sheep from dingoes. Dingo puppies will often feed will be often fed and cared by other members of the pack, and their flexible wrists and enable them to clutch prey. Ooh, interesting. The next one we have here is the eastern blue-tongued lizard. They're data deficient, so they don't really know exactly how many are left or anything about them really. They are broad and squat animals with a triangular head and a thick tail. It has various color morphs, but typically has tan, beige, and black scales arranged in striped patterns. As its name suggests, it has a bright blue tongue. Eastern blue-tongued lizards give birth to live young, which is kind of interesting. They can detach their tail as a distraction. They puff itself up and hiss and stick out their blue tongue to intimidate predators. They shed their skin approximately every 6 weeks, and they have a strong and painful bite. Alrighty guys, we are here with the koala, which I think is one of the most anticipated animals of this pack. The Queensland koala bear, or blah blah blah, is an arboreal marsupial that lives in the eucalyptus forests of eastern Australia. They are vulnerable and about 80,000 left before the 2019 fire season. Obviously with the fires in Australia, I think it was right at the beginning of COVID, that population's probably significantly decreased, which is very sad. Let's learn some fun facts about koalas. Whether they are different subspecies of koala is disputed due to genetics. Victoria koalas are much larger and stockier than Queensland, with shaggier, thicker fur and fluffier ears. Koala fur is extremely good insulator, rivaling Arctic mammal fur. They need this fur to help keep them warm because their metabolism is very slow. Interesting. I wouldn't think that they would need a lot of mammal fur because of because of how hot it is there, but I guess they do. Due to the low nutrient content of eucalyptus and how difficult it is to digest, koala joeys will feed from their mother's feces before moving on to eat the raw leaves. This is easier to digest and also introduces bacteria that can assist in the breakdown. Ugh, that's interesting. And koalas rarely drink, getting almost all their water from their eucalyptus diet, and koala fingerprints are almost indistinguishable from human fingerprints. That's pretty crazy. And they can live with the red kangaroo, which we will get to in just a minute. Alrighty, the I think most anticipated animal of this pack is probably the kangaroo. We have the red kangaroo here. It is a large species of marsupial mammal that lives throughout Australia, found everywhere except for the coastal regions in the rainforest. The red kangaroo is prolific in Australia, so it is not necessary to have efforts to preserve the species. Sometimes kangaroos are culled to control the population, and they are often killed for meat and leather. Interesting. So they're least concerned, and there's about 5.8 million before the 2019 fire season. And let's learn some fun facts. They live in the desert area and can withstand temperatures of 111.2 degrees Fahrenheit. They are the largest living species of marsupial. Female kangaroos may be pregnant, but a newborn joey in their pouch and have an older joey still milk feeding, which is interesting. Red kangaroos can go through 4 sets of molars in their lifetime, so they shed teeth. And female kangaroos can store a fertilized egg and delay getting pregnant until their previous joey has left the pouch. This is called embryonic diapause. That's weird, but also really cool. Interesting. Alright, so the southern cassowary, I think I'm saying that right, and I don't know. The southern cassowary is a large flightless bird that lives in the rainforests, mangroves, and grasslands of Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, and northern Australia. Oh my goodness, they are beautiful. They kind of look like dinosaurs, I'm not gonna lie. I saw some memes about how we finally got dinosaurs in Planet Zoo, which I thought was funny. But let's learn some fun facts. The eggs of the southern cassowary are pea green when first laid and fade in color over time. The talons can be 4.8 inches long and are very sharp. They are aggressive and can be known to kill humans. Cassowaries are important to their local environment as they are effective seed dispersers. They eat over 200 species of plant and disperse seeds as they are digested. The southern cassowary features in mythology and many rainforest tribes, with stories starting that the cassowary are reincarnations of humans, and the human is created from the feathers, which is pretty cool. They're least concerned, and there's about 10 to 20,000 left in the wild. Those are our animals. I'm going to set up enclosures later and show you guys what they look like in game. Now we're gonna go through all the stuff, so I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I'm back. I just spent probably 20 minutes just placing things. There are so many things. I didn't place everything from the construction category, but we'll kind of go over the gist of it. The art was absolutely beautiful. I definitely took my time and was like looking at stuff. So this is the habitat section. We have three new hard shelters here. They're pretty cool looking. And this one's like obviously very large. We got a medium one and a big one here. These are the new enrichment items. This little guy, I don't know if it works if I press play. Stop. Oh my goodness, so that has bubbles, which is really exciting. This is the eucalyptus tree feeder. I forget what you are. You're like a rope feeder. And then this is like the pool where they can go and lounge. So those are our 4 new enrichment items. Also, we can cancel all these, and that makes me really happy. So yeah, those are the habitat stuff. This is the nature section. We'll kind of go through them. These are pre-made little nature things here. They're pretty cool looking. I really enjoy them. I think they look beautiful. This one too with the cactuses and the little dingo thing there. And then we have a couple trees. We obviously get the variants of trees. So we have these trees here. We have these trees here. These are the eucalyptus. No, these are. These are some trees here in all different variations. And then these are the eucalyptus trees that are enjoyed by the koalas. I don't know why I can't speak today. And then these are like the little shrubs and little bushes for the Australian bush. There are no new rocks because of the theme being desert, so you just use the desert rocks. Facilities, whew, there's quite a lot. These are our new exhibits. I think these look absolutely phenomenal and are beautiful. And this is our new little trash can. I don't know if this path is new. I don't really expand on paths much, so this path might be new. It's very beautiful, so I'd put it down. This is the trash can, very neat. This is a similar themed bench. I think it looks cool. We have a new umbrella, which personally I think looks the best out of all of them. Then we have our staff facilities. These are the keeper huts, and oh my goodness, look how cool these look with like the little things up here. They look absolutely phenomenal, and all these pieces obviously are separate pieces that you can build with. So those are all found in the construction area. This is our new quarantine, and oh my goodness, this quarantine looks good. And I also like that they added like plant life and different types of stuff around them instead of just like making them buildings. I think that was really awesome of them to do, and I like this little hideaway thing up here. I would totally go there. This is our smaller quarantine here. Again, it also has like the plants around it, which I think is pretty cool. I'm kind of moving around fast. This is a staff room that looks absolutely beautiful. Like, look at how amazing this staff room looks, and just like all the artwork and stuff. Like I said, they hired an indigenous artist to do all the artwork for this pack, and I think that was very smart of them. Everything looks so amazing, and this little guy is a separate piece. We'll go over him in a second. This is the smaller one. Again, like just all the details and just how beautiful everything looks, as well as just like the columns and the baskets. Everything's so detailed. And then we have our animal trade center here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We have a vet surgery here. Again, amazing, kind of similar stuff. And then we have our workshop here with a little pallet there. This, which looks cute. This little kangaroo riding a bike, just a mood. All right, so those are the facilities. I think we went over them all. No, we didn't. Perfect. So these are our research centers. They kind of look like shipping crates, and they have this on them, which I think looks really cool. I think you can, I didn't specifically go over like the little tiny pieces from the construction, but I think you can have these little pieces. Yeah, 114 objects. Wow. Like I said, I also love the greenery on all the buildings, and I like that the research centers look different. This is like my new favorite table. This is so beautifully done. As you can see, all the animals are oh my goodness, what is the word? They're represented here, besides the koala, but the animals are represented, and it's such beautiful artwork. And moving on to more facilities. I think no, this is the front. These are the store fronts. So these are for 2 stores. Like, look how beautiful all this is. Like, I love the little watermelons as well. Like got some hanging plants and a hanging thing there. So beautiful. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. I'm very excited for this pack. I think it looks beautiful. Oh, this is like my favorite though. This is like the single store. Again, phenomenally done, very well detailed, and just amazing. A nice little recycling guy right there. A lot of bikes, which I've noticed, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this is the bathroom. If I ever went to a zoo and the bathroom looked like this, I would be pretty ecstatic. Like, this just looks so good. I love these like little dot works, and that must be something that a lot of Indigenous, Aboriginal, Native peoples use, because obviously it's on a lot of the buildings, so I think that looks absolutely gorgeous. And this is just the smaller bathroom here. Again, a lot of dot work and representation of the animals as well. We went over all the buildings, I believe. Yeah. So let's get on to construction. We've seen a lot of the stuff on the buildings. These little surfboard guys with a dingo, a koala, and a kangaroo here. Those look beautiful. You can put them anywhere, really. We have little beautiful poles, which I think look absolutely phenomenal. They look so good. So detailed. You have different sizes of the variants. So you have the skinny one with the blue, and then you have these ones with the swirls. Those are the different variants of them. Here we go. We got this really cool nifty kangaroo sign. I think this looks beautiful as well, like a rusty metal here, which is kind of cool. Absolutely phenomenal. Like a little platelet here. This is like a little sign that you can put like a sign in here, and then this goes around the sign. Let's move this way. Some little plaques here. This one's obviously like an old wood, and then this one is beautifully decorated with a sun type of pattern there. Really beautiful. And then we've seen these on the buildings, but these are all the animals here. And we also have there's a Planet Zoo one and a recycling one, which we got as well, which I showed off. We have these beautiful designed. I don't even know what these are. I think they're like shaders. They are absolutely phenomenal. And then we have this bigger one, which was, I think, seen on some of the, I think that was on the bathroom. No, that's different. This is absolutely beautiful as well. Just like look at the detail and the patterns, and the wood detailing just looks so good. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how good this pack looks. Moving on, we have this cute little cassowary. I hope I'm saying that right. I probably am not. We have a beautiful cassowary statue here. I'm going to use this a lot. I think it looks beautiful. There's a lot of representation of all the animals, and I think that's awesome. And this is the mecha kangaroo. I think it moves. Yeah. Stop. That is so insane. Oh my god, and it bounces. That is honestly so cool. So the little Joey moves in the pouch, and the kangaroo itself moves. That's actually kind of freaky, but also really sick at the same time. Another little, I think we saw this on a building. This is like another little sign thing. This I think is absolutely beautiful as well. I love the coloring here. Another kangaroo. Some of these metal stuff. Where are we? Let's go over here. I'll do the pre-made stuff last. We have a beautifully wooden Australia map here. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use this in a zoo at some point. I know our zoo isn't super organized by culture and area, but I think that we could do something like that eventually and make another zoo. We've seen these all on the building, so I'm going to kind of just scan through them. They all look absolutely gorgeous, beautifully designed, absolutely phenomenal. These two things, so that's actually signed, these are signed by the guy, which I think is really cool. This is so stunning. So you can tell that these were like paintings that they just put into the game by the artists. His name is John Smith. I'm going to pronounce his last name wrong. It's John Smith Gambula, I believe. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I do apologize though. I don't know how to say his last name or their last name. But this is absolutely phenomenal. This is signed by the person who did the artwork. So you can tell these are like canvases that they literally just like copied into the game, which These are absolutely phenomenal, and I love that we have like artwork like that. I think that makes it like really awesome and like seem more homey and amazing and lovely. And the artwork, like I said, the indigenous influences of the artwork really make the pack and really stay true to how amazing Australia is and the native indigenous Aboriginal population. These are cool little things. They kind of look like solar panels. I'm actually not sure. They're fiber panels. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but they look really cool. They're pretty cool for buildings. So there's a bunch of little patterns here. These look like potato chips to me, and I love it. This little guy, I believe he's a light. Yeah, he's a koala light, so he has lights right here in his ears, and he kind of looks like a little grill, not gonna lie. But yeah, it actually might even be like a grill, because if you see, there's like the little thing back here, but it's a light, which is really cool. And then again, the same type of artwork here on these stones, so it looks a little bit more rustic looking and like stony, I don't know. But again, the same artwork on the stones, which I think is cool, so you could have them either on a canvas or here. Absolutely stunning. And then last but not least here, we have the Shrine of the Cassowary. Basically, this is a pre-built something that came with the pack, I believe. So this is absolutely stunning, as well as this with the mecha kangaroo. You can put this at the beginning of your kangaroo habitat. There's kangaroo signs, and there's a little Planet Zoo on there. And it uses these as well. So that is the beautiful object display. Like I said, in the construction area, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't put down. I actually don't think I put this one down. No, I didn't. See, like I even missed some stuff. So let's take a look quickly at this. That's really cool. It's a cassowary with like the stonework. And then that you see like there's all like the dots, and there's fences, and there's these. There's lots of different stuff. I didn't put down everything. I just kind of put down the things that I thought looked beautifully done, that weren't just like regular construction items. So I'll just kind of scroll through here so you guys can see some of the stuff that I didn't go over. They have like these there from that. I didn't show this, I don't think. No, I didn't. See, that's why we're going through them. This is, ooh, it's a solar panel. A little solar panel shade, which I think is cool. Again, with like the beautiful patterns. There's actually little cutouts there. We have all these, which we went through. Again, this type of stuff, those signs. Yeah, it looks like we went through pretty much everything. So that is all the items. And now I'm going to set up enclosures so that we can see the animals. They're not going to be the most ethical enclosures, so I do warn, but I just want to see the animals in game and how they move. Okay guys, so we have our first animal here in the zoo. We have the dingo here. She is injured, sadly. She's got some scratches there. But this is Emily the dingo. She's pretty beautiful. I got a female and a male of each animal so we could take a look. They're honestly pretty happy with their terrain and everything. They just need enrichment. And let's see, this is... Oh, I got a girl and a girl. Well, that's fine. But you can already see the color variation difference. It's actually like very slight. But I think they are different colors. I don't know. Yeah, they are. So she's like a deeper brown, and then she's a lighter brown, as you guys can see. So those are the dingoes. They look very beautiful. They move very beautifully. Let me just press play and just follow Ella here. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. They look just like dingoes, and as always, they're absolutely stunning like all the animals. So let's get the other animals in. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I have our cassowaries here. Oh my goodness. Well, the girl is a lot smaller than the guy, as you guys can see. They look so scary. They really look like dinosaurs. It's terrifying. Also, I'm not going over the update today. There was a giant 7.92 gigabyte update for the Planet Zoo. And all these little bugs and glitches, oh my goodness, they run so fast. All the bugs and glitches that we've been noticing in the gameplay, like bringing animals to the zoo and like clicking on things and them not working. Oh my goodness, he just jumped. And like all the different types of like weird clicking stuff has been solved. So I was able to just send them right to their enclosure perfectly fine. The filters are finally working again without having to do any crazy stuff. Look at all the guests are so hot because it's the desert. This is our girl. She's significantly smaller. She's absolutely beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Those are the southern cassowaries, and let's move on to the red kangaroo. Alrighty guys, we have kangaroos, and they are, oh my goodness, he's laying down. They are so adorable and just so cute. Look at him. Ah! This is the male. He's significantly bigger than our female over here. Let's take a look. Yeah, she's a lot smaller. And there's another color variant, so she's a lot more gray and he's a lot more brown. Oh my goodness, look at them laying down. They're so cute. So these are our kangaroos. Yeah, look at the color variant. That's also part of the update. Look at that. That's beautiful. She's a lot more gray. Come on, boy. I want you to hop around because that would be awesome. Let me speed up here. Oh, they're just laying down. They're super hot, but like you can just see like kangaroos are super muscular, and you can like see every muscle definition on this kangaroo when it's laying down, which is kind of insane. So we have a female and a male here. Somebody hop around. There we go. We got some hopping. Look at that. I always find kangaroos so awkward with their long hoppy legs, but there's the hopping animation. I think they look absolutely beautiful, and the color variation already looks amazing, and I'm super excited. So these are our kangaroos, and let's take a look at our koala bears. And here we are. We have we have koala bears. Look at them. Oh my goodness, their ears look amazing. Everything looks so good on them. Look at them. Oh. All right, so this is our female koala bear. Let's take a look on the camera here. Oh, look how stunning they look. Look at their little claws, and they're just everything. They're a little unhappy because obviously they want trees. They're the least welfare animals that we have. We'll probably have protesters in a minute if we don't already. Let's take a look. This is our boy here, a little bit bigger than the female. And there's another color variant. You can see like a darker, like brownish color on the male here. So those are our koala bears. They think they look very stunning, and like just the detail of all the hairs on the ears is just absolutely phenomenal. And so our last animal, I'm gonna send these guys to the trade center so that we can not have low welfare. I'm going to put in an exhibit animal, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, now we have our eastern blue-tongued animal. We have our eastern blue-tongued lizard here. You can actually see him right there, and the tongue is actually blue. You can see it when he sticks his little tongue out there. There's two of them in here. I'm not sure where the other one is, but I think this is the generic, there she is. I think this is like the generic desert one, if I remember. That might be different. I don't actually know, but I think this is like the generic exhibit desert one. So these are our little eastern blue-tongued lizards here. We obviously have all these guests here. They're really happy, but they're all crowding around this one little area, and they're all super duper hot, as you guys can see. I think we're starting to have more variations in the people too. I'm seeing some new people that I've never seen before. But yeah, so those are the animals, and that concludes my tour of the pack and to show off all the incredibly beautiful stuff and the incredibly beautiful animals. I want to show you guys this. I think we started off here, but look at this little sunshine here. I think that's a new little background there. I don't think I've ever seen that. This worker is like sweating his face off in the heat. It's 44 degrees Celsius, which I don't even know what that is, but I know that's very hot. So that looks absolutely stunning as well. But anyway, guys, that was our overview of the pack. The video is going to be really long, and I do apologize, but I wanted to make sure I went over as much as I could. And I apologize that I can't read from the Zoopedia. I'm horrible at reading out loud, so I do apologize for all the mistakes there. But anyway, guys, the next episode for the ASMulation's Acres Zoo will be coming up later this week, so take a look at that. I did a lot of off-camera work, so we're going to go over like maintenance for that, and then we have a fun little idea where we're going to be doing a guest day. So basically I'm going to go around the zoo and choose a family or a couple or a single person in the crowd and go over the guest stuff and see what guests are thinking and make up little stories about them. So that episode's going to be shorter. So that episode won't be exactly about the zoo, but they will hopefully be fun and a little bit different, and then we'll get back into the zoo. Again, this is ASMulation here, or Alexandria now that everyone knows. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you appreciate all the things that our frontier developers have done for inclusivity of the Native, Indigenous, and Aboriginal cultures. Just know that I put everything in the description down below, so definitely check those out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.